day-to-day medicinal things that we can do for our body, and that's what we're going into right about now. We're going to be talking about exercise, and with me in the studio this morning, this macho man over here, this is Samuel AJ. How you doing this morning, Samuel?
I'm doing good, looking good.
Thank you ever so much, bro. Not as buff as you, though. The thing being is that I think nowadays there is a little bit more awareness in regards to the need for physical exercise. If you wake up any time in the morning like we do here on the show, and you're going around the streets of Accra, you see people working out, running on the opposite side of the road, doing a little bit of exercise in order to make their body feel better. What's the importance of exercise, Sammy? Because I don't think everybody quite gets it.
Yeah, to add up to what you just said, thanks to TV3 and Power Fitness for the awareness. We've been creating this awareness for quite a long time now. Just catching up with people, it's amazing. You see a lot of people now exercising and getting the benefits. And let's not forget that our life expectancy rate in Ghana has also shot up just because of what people are beginning to eat well, exercise, not so much.
Yeah.
But then definitely we're going to get to the marks. Yeah, there are a lot more benefits in life from exercise than just the physical look. You see me, I look certain way, and you feel this is a stronger person or a healthy person. But then within the body, there are a lot more things, there are a lot more benefits that exercise provides to the body than you see it physically.
Physically on the outside,
on the outside. Yeah, because when you exercise, certain hormones are also released. If you're a man, you produce more testosterone. That is good in what? Making you a real man or more man than you are. And if you're a woman, it helps you to actually produce more estrogens that actually what? Makes you a more woman than you are. Aside that, there are a lot more other things that happen, like for instance, enhancement of the cardiovascular and cardiorespiratory system of your whole system that you need to be able to breathe properly and release stress. I was just looking at the massage and I was just feeling it, even though I wasn't part of it, because it's one of the most important aspects of what physical exercise. Apart from the running around, the jogging around, the lifting of weight, stretching and all sort of things, you also need to have that muscular relaxation, which comes with what? Massages. So there are a lot more benefits in exercise than it looks in the physical.
Okay. I mean, Sammy's going to be going through a few exercises with us. He brought some dumbbells into the studio, looking very heavy. I don't think I'm in the mood to sweat, but we'll see about that in just a few moments. But Sammy, I've noticed that nowadays a lot of young people are rushing to make money, be successful, live a certain life, eat a lot of fast food, drink a lot of alcohol, smoking a lot of tobacco or whatever other stuff that they want to do. And they're not quite taking care of themselves. I know people who are not my age who look older than me. And it's starting to pay a toll. I mean, what kind of advice would you give to these kind of people?
Yeah, as we know, if you're a driver, you know what it means. Speed kills. And in life, speed kills. If you want to rush through everything without taking caution, without breaking and looking back at exactly what you are doing, you're not going to get results. And that is what we see these days. Everybody's rushing. We rushing to work, to make money. We're rushing to eat, and we eat anything. And definitely, the body system does not accept those things. You need to pause back and reflect on, I've taken step A, B, C. What are the results? Is it giving me any benefit? Am I going to get better? By the time I get to X, Y, Z, what will happen? If you fail to do this analysis in life generally, you're not going to make it. So it comes back towards our lifestyle. You have to take a proper step to look at all these things. What you eat, you are what you eat. And if you fail to regularly exercise, you're not going to be healthy. And that will bring aging into your system. Just as you said, young people who are expecting to be younger in terms of age than you are looking so old. There are a lot more people around with
you mentioned lifestyle, and lifestyle does play a lot, because in order to work out, you must have some kind of peace of mind or even time in order to be able to do so. And as you mentioned, people are very busy, day in, day out with their lives. What kind of exercises would you advise for somebody who is or has a very busy life that needs to inject some kind of exercise into their life?
Yeah, the ultimate of all exercises, the cardiovascular based exercises. That is the cardio, that is the jogging, the aerobic workout that we have basically put our videos together on them to extensively inform people on specific things to do within 10, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, just to ignite the whole system at basic. Then we have the other steps like targeting specific muscle group, which bodybuilding and body toning comes in. The ladies want to look a certain way, want to trim their abs and looks a bit sexier. That is where you have the body patch training or body toning into it. And also the young men who want to look a bit more muscular and a bit more better of themselves, you use the weight training and bodybuilding to actually deal with these issues. So the number one most important exercise range that you need to look at is the cardio exercises that enhance the circulation of blood and also the effectiveness and efficiency of the heart and the cardiovascular system.
Nice one there, Sammy. And it's good that you've actually brought up this now, because we have in the studio with us Dr. Promise Sefoga. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Great. And I'm sure you can give us the medical side of the benefits of exercise. You just talked about cardiovascular, your heart, and all the rest of it. Please just elaborate on them, because I don't think people are actually realizing that some of the chronic diseases that we're going through are avoidable. And this is how we avoid them, isn't it?
Yeah. It's true. The most important benefit of exercise is to make the heart very healthy, because society has increasingly become sedentary. You wake up from your bed, to the bathroom, breakfast, into the car, to the office, you sit all day. You don't even walk to the next office, you make a call. You don't take the stairs, and then 5 o'clock you jump back into the car, get home, walk from the car to your room, dinner, watch TV, TV3, hopefully then watch TV, then you start dozing, off to bed, like that, like that. So increasingly you're not letting the heart work, and so the heart gets weaker when you're relatively young, which is why the heart-related problems are becoming the leading cause of death. So the hypertension, the diabetes, the excess cholesterol, and then obesity, and then their complications, which are all very much preventable,
avoidable. I'm going to come back to you, Sammy, quickly. Now, people would say, I'm bodybuilding. Some people say I'm doing fitness. We have instances where there are people who have huge muscle mass but can't run 100 meters. So what's the difference between bodybuilding and fitness?
Yeah, there's a vast difference between the two, even though they are interconnected. When you want to do real bodybuilding, you should also know that there's an engine that moves the body, which is the heart.
Yes.
So if you fail to pay attention to that engine, that is failing to do cardio exercise-based activities, then it means that you are letting out the real engine that's going to move that bigger body you are building. So it is wrong to say I'm a bodybuilder and build muscles and leave the heart as tiny as it is.
Because there are instances where you see the huge guys, high protein diets, high carbohydrate diets. They will go in and lift 200 Ks on their chest. But like I said, run for the bus. And then
it becomes a problem. So that is where I have to commend TV3 again for the just ended Ghana Strongest and running Ghana Strongest program. You realize that in the audition process, a lot of people, the bigger guys rather, drop because their cardiovascular efficiency would not be up to the task ahead. So they drop them and they say on medical ground, they don't really understand what it means. Because the bigger the body is, the bigger should the heart tissue, the heart muscles. So if you fail to work on the heart tissue and the muscles, you are rather building a weaker vessel that will eventually bring you down. That is how come we have bodybuilders who are suffering hypertension. Amazingly, somebody who exercises all the time suffering hypertension. It tells you that the kind of exercise is not related to efficiency or the effectiveness of the cardiovascular system. So if you want to do bodybuilding, you have to combine with what? The general fitness aerobic program that will enhance what? The circulation of blood and also strengthen the heart muscles. Even though when you're pushing weight, certain amount of development happens to the heart muscles, but it's only becomes a bit more efficient when you target the aerobic activities through warm-up, proper warm-ups before you lift the weight, and that is an excellent way of doing bodybuilding. However, bodybuilding is a great sport.
I agree with you fully.
Yeah.
Doc, in regards to exercising, what are some of the side effects of exercising too much? Can there be side effects of exercising too much?
Oh yes, there could be, because the thing about exercising is having it regularly,
Right.
not necessarily having loads of it sporadically and then you go to sleep, then another 1 year you go.
Then you go,
No,
right.
you need it regularly. Then you're gradually increasing the capability of your heart. The heart is able to pump more efficiently, receive the blood, redistribute it more efficiently, and then the body is able to burn the fat that you take in without storing it.
Right.
Because if you do it so much at once, especially if you're not a regular person at it, you build a lot of what we call lactic acid in the muscle.
Right.
Then it makes your muscles ache. That alone is going to be a disincentive for you.
Right. So
You see?
for the people who haven't trained for a while, when they go back to the gym, they try and do the old routine. They stretch themselves out. Then when the next day, then they're all waking up in pains and all the rest of it.
Exactly.
And that's actually when most of them give up again, isn't
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, which is why we always say start something gradual,
it? Light.
like a brisk walk, 20, 30 minutes, 3 times a week. That's very good.
Yeah.
You know, you walk, so you sweat. That's
Get the
it.
heart pumping.
Yeah, you know.
All right. Sammy, what kind of exercise? I've asked this already, but I mean, you've brought in some dumbbells. So, could you show us some basic exercises that somebody could do in their house, in their office, if they just wanted to get their heart pumping and know that they're doing some kind of exercise?
Yeah, I wish I could use the dumbbells to do some of the demos, but then, as long as your question is technical, the dumbbell is not going to get your heart working.
Okay.
But then it's going to be basic aerobic movement, climbing stairs,
Okay.
coming down, moving around, etc. However, you can also use the dumbbell to enhance the muscle group.
Right.
Maybe you're looking at you want to work a little bit on your biceps,
Yes,
triceps, or you want to squat a little bit with the weight, you can use the dumbbell maybe at your free time, 5-10 minutes, get back to your decks, etc. would also help.
Right.
So for instance, sitting down, you could do what we call concentration curls,
Okay.
where you have the arm to resting on the thighs,
Okay.
you pick the weight from this position and let it pivot around the thigh.
Now, explain why your elbow is being supported by your thigh.
Yeah, you know, the human body, it's like a small structure with other fittings. Okay, let me use the word fittings, where the muscles and the joints come in.
Right.
So when you want to move a joint to a particular direction, it needs support.
Right.
And where do you get that support from? In sitting, you can only use the thigh muscle, which is one of the largest set of muscles, to support the elbow.
Right.
Because the elbow, it's a hinge joint and it's very fragile.
Right.
So you need to support it before you do the movement.
Okay.
Yeah, so you pick their weight, and then the support is there. Then you curl it up and slowly down. And this definitely is working right on the biceps muscles.
Right.
The muscle that stretch from here to here.
So
That is what you are working on.
a specific exercise to
for
isolate
the
your bicep.
bicep muscles.
Right.
So in bodybuilding, we do body parts training.
Yes.
So when you pick a weight and you want to work on your pec,
Yep.
there's a way of working on it. I think in the course of your new day, we may be having other
We will
specific
definitely
areas.
talk more
We'll
about
look
it,
at
yeah.
exercises to affect the back muscles, the thigh muscles, etc. So in bodybuilding, you work on specific set of muscles at a time. But in general fitness, you work on the general body, where the heart and most important organs in the internal body are also involved. So,
Okay. So, something like this is variably small. It's a not very an expensive piece of equipment.
Yes.
But this can be used for a lot.
can be used for a lot. The whole body can be used. You can train the whole body using two
With
dumbbells.
2 dumbbells.
Yeah.
So, for instance, that could be in your car boot.
It can be your car boots. It can be in your
desk.
Your desk. It can be in your even in your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
You read, and you realize that no, I need a little bit of what warm up. You can pick them and then you work out with. Yeah, that's how come the very big guys you see in town are not rich people. They don't have so much money to go to the expensive gyms that you can afford. Mm-hmm. But they build so much muscle because they have the technique.
Yeah.
If you have the technique, you can use these 2 dumbbells and look like a Hulk. Mm. Yeah. But if you don't have the technique, you can be in a multi-million gym. And then you look.
Somebody said to me that anybody who has a six-pack doesn't have a job. They've got too much time to work on their body. But that's incorrect, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. All right, Doc. So once again, let's just reiterate the importance of exercise to us, because like we've already established, we've got high rates of avoidable diseases. Yeah. We've got people who are living lives which really and truly are not advisable. So where do we draw the balance? What kind of advice would you give to anybody that literally just wants to take care of themselves and live a balanced diet or balanced life?
Good. It's been predicted that in the next couple of years, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, excess cholesterol are going to be the leading causes of death in the developing world.
Wow.
Like Ghana, because we have imported a lot of junk dietary habits,
right,
which are not healthy. Mm-hmm. What we have to do is prevent these, because we already have the problems of what we call the infectious disease burden.
Right.
Malaria, tuberculosis, HIV, typhoid, diarrhea, they are all there. We're battling with them. We haven't quite gotten over that. And we are bringing others. So, fortunately, these are largely avoidable by lifestyle changes. Get more active. Eat healthy. Don't eat a lot of salt. We say never add extra salt to your meal at the table. Do not eat a lot of oily food, especially animal products that are, oily. It's not healthy. Yeah. It tastes nice in the mouth. Apart from that, the rest is problem.
Yeah.
And then have regular checkup, and then have regular exercise. We are seeing in our hospital, the medical department, the leading causes of death every month is hypertension, stroke, diabetes complications. Every month. And these are largely preventable.
Right.
And the key to prevent it is in your hands.
Exactly that. So they should just take care of themselves.
Take care of themselves, eat healthy, do some regular exercise.
Okay, so I'm going to split this between the two of you. What would you consider as a healthy, balanced diet? And what would you consider as easy exercise to do daily? I'll start with you, Sam.
Easy exercise to do daily? Well, get copies of Power Fitness videos. Yeah, because it's been complex. When we talk, people don't really see the lines, the technicalities. But when they look at the videos, they know I can do A, B, C for easy exercises. That's what we've been promoting for a very long time now. Mm-hmm. So that is one way. Another way is to go by your 10, 20 minutes brisk walk daily. Some of us are trying to take the word from the doctors and split the 30 minutes or 90 minutes of exercise per week into 10, 10, 10 or 15, 15 minutes daily. So when it becomes daily, it becomes part of you.
Routine.
It becomes a routine, and you make it like no exercise, no shower kind of rule against your bathroom. No exercise or no sweat, no shower. Wow. Then it urges you every day to be able to do something else, and eventually you feel that inner benefit. Being healthy, you feel it, you enjoy it, and it is nothing comparable to anything else in life.
Amen to that. Yeah. Doc, healthy foods that people can get easily on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so the advice we always say is you eat your breakfast like a princess or a prince, and you eat your dinner like a pauper.
Okay,
good.
Explain.
So it's the heaviest of the meals of the day in the morning.
Right.
Yes. So you can have your wache, you can have your kenke, you can have your, if you can organize your fufu early enough in the morning. Then during the day, you've used the calories for whatever you do. You burn it off. Then in the afternoon, top it up a bit.
Keep your energy levels up.
To keep your energy level for the rest of the day. Then in the evening, fruits.
Something small.
Yeah, something light. Fruits. Okay. Something light and dry. Then by the morning, you'd have been feeling hungry enough to be able to go back to your heavier breakfast.
Right. All right.
And that works.
Good stuff. Well, there you have it. That's the advice from the doc and the fitness expert right here on A New Day. If you're out there, try and live a healthy, balanced life.